Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at Rockies.com.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have it's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Lost like a road that you travel on, when it's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind.
There's a world outside every dark and dark, where the blues don't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and love is soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around.
I loved you now like I loved you then.
This is the road and these are the hands.
From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, to the Kaiser's past to Vancouver's lights.
Knock me down, back up again.
You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man.
There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I, a misunderstanding once, but now we look it in the eye. There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah, life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah.
Welcome back. Wow. Superintendents Spotlight, Season 10.
Season 10.
What do you think about that, Pete? 10 seasons. That's pretty good. Oh, maybe he's not around.
He's there. We just can't hear him.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Well, you started with Tiger Talk.
Well, I was going to say, Tiger Talk.
I did, yeah. 10 seasons of Superintendent Spotlight is pretty good. I wouldn't have predicted that 10 years ago.
On the dial, where does that leave us, Pete? Tiger
Right
Talk's
now,
13 years.
No, we've only been doing community radio for 12.
Okay.
So I think it's 12 and 9.
12 and 9.
Because you did 3 years of Tiger Talk before you became superintendent.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is start
This is the beginning
10.
of season 10.
Yeah. This is the start of season 10.
Yeah.
Right. So are we
We've now been on longer than Seinfeld.
got a point.
There aren't any royalty checks coming to my mailbox.
No,
though.
there's not.
Right.
We're not
This
getting
is
those.
all volunteer.
Yeah,
right?
this is
Yeah.
It is, but it is.
But now we're on a brand new call letters.
Yeah.
So we are.
So we're simulcasting on
107.5.
both right now.
Yeah. So we are our new call letters WSFD 107.5.
Awesome.
It's our radio station. Thanks, Pete, for doing that.
Love it.
And then we are also simulcasting on 89.5 WSKB
For a little bit.
for a little bit. And then we're on TV on WCPC Channel 15.
Channel 15.
And
Right.
then the show gets pushed out later through YouTube. So
Yeah.
Yes.
no shortage of avenues to watch the best show on community radio.
Ooh.
Just saying.
You should have left Kevin in the hallway.
I was going to
so
say,
he
I
could
wonder
have
if
heard
Mr. Daly heard that.
Yeah, he he thinks he's good, but whatever.
that. See, now we have the added feature. If you had left him out in the hallway saying, I have a special announcement, you could have left him in the hallway and he could have heard the crackback.
This is true. This is true.
We've installed new features over the summer.
Yeah. So look, it's September 4th. It's
Wow.
our first show. We've been in school now 5 days.
Yeah, today's day. Well, today is day 5 for grades 1 through 12.
Day 2 for pre-K and K.
Right.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wow, that's unbelievable.
A relatively smooth start to the school year, I want to say, and thank everybody who's involved for that. I will tell you that we had some transportation issues back in the middle of August because we mailed the letters and over 3,200 letters, and for the first time in my life, the letters got lost by the post office.
3,200 letters got lost by the post office. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you misplaced that, because that's a lot of letters. And it was in a bin all ready to go. So we don't know so then we had to scramble and try to do email, but not everybody's email was accurate. So if you're wondering why the transportation letters were delayed, folks, that's the reason. And I've never experienced that in my life, actually.
Nope.
The post office is one of the most
reliable
reliable services that there is. Pete, have you ever had that happen to you? Like that kind of volume get misplaced?
I've not volume, but I've had packages where the postal person marked it delivered and it wasn't delivered to me.
I've had that happen too.
It was delivered to another community.
There you go.
Or all of a sudden you complained about it and magically appeared on your doorstep.
Imagine that. Yeah, but that was pretty frustrating.
That's
a little bit.
That's pretty egregious.
And it's not like there's any accountability.
Right.
So,
That's pretty egregious.
Yeah, it is. So we started, and to my right and to your left on the screen is our new Director of Special Education. He has a longer title, but we just get to the point.
Well, we'll let Greg tell us that title.
What's your title? Do you know?
Director of Special Education and Student Service.
Nice.
So there you go. And so Greg is new to us.
Yes, he is.
And of course, special education is a very important factor in our district. So, Dr. Greg Rosenthal, right? So, Greg, we're gonna
welcome,
ask
man.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you. I was excited to be on radio. I didn't realize it was going to be simulcasted because I've been told that I have a perfect face for radio. So
Oh, well,
I'm a little concerned now that I'm on TV.
there's a little crack in the screen. I don't know if you noticed. No, I'm just kidding. But I know there are some people who just have a face for radio, but you're really not it. So there you go. John O'Brien from what used to be from Rock 102. Now maybe that's a guy that had a face for radio. But all right, so Greg, why don't you tell us about yourself, your background? I mean, you came to the district. You started July 1st. We'll get to that part, but let's. What brought you to us, and how did you get where you are today?
Absolutely. So it's been a long process, and it was a great process. It started back in March.
Right.
Way back when the application went through. When Westfield came up, I'm a Eastern Massachusetts inside the 495 belt.
Yeah.
Didn't know much of the western part of the state outside of Worcester and Springfield, except Westfield State.
Sure.
Very great school for special education teachers. Have had great experience with teachers who have gone there in my previous districts. So when this came up, I thought this was a great opportunity to be part of the community that is making such great teachers. And when I did a little bit more research before applying, the amount of resources here within this community is amazing.
Yes.
Didn't realize the size of Westfield, the city of Westfield. But it's unique too because you have a city that has a town feel.
Small town feel, yeah.
You go to one side of Westfield, field, and you have the shops and the kind of an urban setting, and it's great. I can walk outside the office and get my lunch across the street, which at the
Butcher Block.
Butcher Block.
Absolutely.
That's where we get our meat for our school lunches, by the way. Shout out to the Butcher
That's
Block.
incredible.
And Rachel Kenya
That's
for
right.
setting that up.
I've stopped there to get my what I'm going to do for dinner too. So
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
great.
Butcher Block's fantastic.
Butcher Block.
It's fantastic.
And then you go to the other side of town, and there's farms.
There are. That's where I drive.
So it's
Very true.
So the opportunity when it came, and I was very excited to join. And the interview process was great. The people I met during the interviews were amazing. You had a student on your committee.
We did. Love that.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was able to talk to the student. And one of the questions during the interview was, what will you look to do to improve the department? And I first started with, okay, let's ask the student. What did you do in the course of your education that was really great, and where would you like to see the department grow? And what a great answer she had. She had a great experience, and that just kind of solidified it for me. So I was lucky enough to be offered the position, and I was in front of the school committee, and I heard another great thing, which is that here at the tech school, you guys do a senior kind of project buffet. I'm excited this spring to come to that.
You will enjoy Tiger's Pride when it opens.
Absolutely.
We certainly do. Yeah. And
Best deal in town.
Pete visits there from time to time as well.
It's a hazard being right next door.
Yes.
Especially when they're cooking, because I get the ventilation
You
shaft.
get the whiff of all the
Smelling
the
everything,
the
yes.
food. Yeah. It's tough. I lost weight when I left here from working here.
I can believe it.
Yeah, it's funny because when people first start here, it's like the freshman 15.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you it's true.
And that's where self-discipline comes in, right? Right. Mhm.
Yeah. Some of us are better than that than others, though.
We've dealt with that, though. You're talking about the Butcher Block.
Yes.
And we had Westwood is right underneath the main offices, right? So
Correct.
we got to do that too. Self-control.
So you must have started as a teacher. I mean, I imagine some time ago. We won't go into the years, but what did you teach?
So I actually started, my very first job was at Fidelity Investments.
Okay.
Oh.
And right out of college, and I was sitting in a cubicle, and I was watching the seasons go by. And I said, I can't do this. And this climate controlled, I was working with investments, so I'm looking at a computer all day. So I said, I want to do something else. So I was always a history buff. My history major from Salve Regina. And so I got into, wanted to be a history teacher, a social studies teacher at the high school level. So I first started off as a para, just to get my foot in the door into into school systems. So I was working with students with some different challenges, whether it's emotional or cognitive. From there, I continued to work towards being licensed as a history teacher, passed my MTELs and that sort of thing. And I applied for a history job that opened up in the high school I was a para at, and about 150 applicants for that job.
Wow.
And I unfortunately didn't get the job. And one of the things that has always gone, thing that I was considering is special education. So I applied to special education, got a waiver for moderate disabilities, and worked at a collaborative called, which was called MSAC, Merrimack Special Education Collaborative, up by Lowell in Chelmsford area. Mm-hmm. Great experience. I walked in, and they said, you're teaching an anatomy class, that you're teaching a U.S. History 1 class, you're teaching geometry, and a ELA 12. I was like, great. What do we have for resources, textbooks, anything like that? They handed me the frameworks. They said, go ahead and build it. So it was my first teaching
those are the days.
And I learned with the kids, and I thought it was amazing.
You're a couple days ahead of the kids.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I don't know how you taught geometry as a history guy, because I was a history teacher too. That's what my major, And math, that would have been tough to teach so good.
So we learned it together, and it was a great experience. From there, I moved on, and I worked in Waltham at Milestones Day Program, which is a private special education school for mainly for students with ASD, with autism.
Right.
Great experience, learned tremendous amount of skills there as a teacher, between social and emotional regulation. We had various presenters and trainers come in, Sarah Ward, Michelle Garcia Winner. We had so much BCBA and different trainings to really work with students that have some difficulties in those areas.
Right.
So great experience. That's where I actually obtained my special education administrator's license. We built schedules. I built their ELA curriculum from 9 to 12. When I was a teacher, we had students that weren't passing MCAS, weren't hitting that 220, the old 220 mark.
The old 220.
The old
Right,
220
right.
mark. And then through all the students that I was teaching, made it to 240 or above. So it was, they said, can you put an ELA curriculum together? So that's what kind of my project for the special education administrator license.
So when did you become an administrator for special ed? Or is that your first administrator?
That was my
job? That was
first
your
one.
first?
So I went from teacher to administrator.
Okay, gotcha.
From there, I bounced to Kin. Wanted to get into the public school system, so I went to Kin Public Schools, and I was the assistant principal for special education, as well as the other building responsibilities at the Hanson School, elementary school. It was my first experience at an elementary school level, and again,
So you really got the full gamut.
Oh, all the way through.
Nice.
Excellent.
Chris has that too. He does.
It's a big difference between dealing with high school kids or middle school kids and a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Right? Huge difference.
Yeah. So that was another great experience. Learned a lot. The principal, Peter Boucher, and myself, we actually, before PBIS, put in a system for PBIS, or like PBIS,
Right.
and we saw our MCAS scores skyrocket. And we were being reached out by Harvard University to do some studies and determine, because we also had the largest socioeconomic differential between our students in the entire district. So they wanted to find out what we were doing.
That worked.
That worked.
Yeah.
So it was, again, throughout my tenure as an administrator, I've had some great mentors and some great learning experiences. From there, I went back to my roots, went back to high school. I was at Winchester High School, and I was the special education director for the high school, the title for that. So it's just solely in the high school, but we had 1,200 kids in that high school, and so it was a bigger district.
Sure.
And it was another initiative that we were putting forth. It was more of a co-teaching practice. We built a freshman academy for our special education students.
Wow.
And we brought Lisa Diker in to do...
Oh, you brought Lisa Deeker in too?
We had her too.
Wow, we had her. Yeah, we brought her in.
We did.
And she was... She went through all the co-teaching practices. So I can tell you, I've been lucky enough where been experienced ground level building a lot of things and having the training to do that. So, and then my first district special education administrator was out in North Brookfield. If you don't know where North Brookfield, it's a little pinprick.
I know where it is.
In Central Mass.
I don't.
It's okay. You would drive through it.
You wouldn't even know it. Right.
Total of, I think it was less than 500 kids throughout the entire district.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a small district.
Very small. Not a lot of resources. You're talking 2 classrooms per grade level.
Wow.
At most. And you could probably even sometimes have one.
Wow.
Yeah. Graduated 29 kids. It was their biggest class by far for years. So that was a great experience because I learned how to work with not a lot. and being
Sure,
flexible.
and be flexible.
Okay,
Right.
in today's day and age, I have to be honest with you, we all learned that now.
We do.
Yes.
Right? I mean, that's,
Yep.
you have to make what you have go far, and even though it may not be much. All right, we're going to take our first break. And so, Greg, because you're new to the show, but we play 4 songs, and they're all in the top 100 of the same year, the top 100 Billboard charts, okay? So, we're looking for 1 year, all 4 songs in the same year. Pete, you ready for song number 1, which is number 69 on the chart for the year we're looking for?
Number 69. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. This in the night away. This in the night away. He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the better times. Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. This in the night away. This in the night away. He drinks a whiskey drink, he drinks a vodka drink, he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a cider drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times. He sings the songs that remind him of the better times. Don't cry for me, next door neighbor. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning.
From 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show.
Right here on WSKB 89.5.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
We are Westfield, 107.5 FM, WSFD-LP, Westfield. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
So, Pete, everyone's going to have to redo their ads, right? Because they're saying 89.5.
Yes. I'm working on that.
All right, and we're going to do an ad.
Trying to get Steve. Did you
say, have we done one yet?
We're going to do an ad.
No, you guys have never done it.
We've got to do that.
I know. I think Pete's been saying that for like what, 4 years?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Steve and the seniors to work on liners. They got some quickies for the music side, but we're working on whole like station branding and stuff like that.
Nice. All right. Well,
Logo.
and I'm having Lindsay work on our new logo. But if you just joined us today, we have Dr. Greg Rosenthal, who's our new director of special education, and we're talking with Greg about really just him at this point. But I also want you to know that today is Eat an Extra Dessert Day.
Oh.
And so, the dictionary definition of the word dessert might mean a sweet food eaten at the end of a meal. But on Eat an Extra Dessert Day, which is celebrated every year on September 4th, that description doesn't apply. So don't hold back. No desserts have any calories today. Did you know that? Because
Calorie-free
it's a
dessert.
calorie-free dessert. Today you can indulge in desserts anytime during the day and even sneak to the refrigerator after bedtime to have maybe that last slice of cake or something that you might have. And it's guilt-free. For many, dessert is a much anticipated highlight, and a meal without some kind of mouth-watering finale seems incomplete. I do not have dessert with every meal. If I had dessert with every meal, that would be brutal.
No. That's
Imagine that?
Not good for your health or well-being.
No,
certainly not.
But I do love dessert. Let's be fair. I mean, really.
Yes.
Dessert is always really good.
And this is the time of year where dessert starts to ramp up,
Yeah, but
right?
you like pumpkin pie.
I love it.
I can't do pumpkin. You do too?
I can have a small slice on Thanksgiving. Rest of the year, I'm okay with it.
If I'm gonna have
I'm a
piece of
negative
pumpkin,
on the pumpkin pie.
I hate it, and if I have to eat it because I have to be polite, I'm with Pete on that. It's the texture. It tastes like it has the texture of something.
It must be buried in sour cream or whipped cream.
Whipped cream, like you can't even see the pie, Pete. I'm
Right.
telling you, that's how much.
Then
whipped cream
don't
has to be on
bother,
it.
guys. What's the point?
Exactly.
Because I'm being polite. Pumpkin pie is terrible. Now, pecan pie, on the other hand, is very good, and that's kind of a fall dessert.
Apple
too.
pie, right?
But I'm not a
now.
pumpkin anything. Like I don't like pumpkin coffee.
Oh,
I don't like pumpkin donuts. Pumpkin.
Really?
Yeah. Why would you eat? I don't know why people. And not that I drink beer ever, but if pumpkin beer is big around this time of year, I just have no interest.
See, in the fall, I'm a cider guy.
Yeah, apple
cider, apples,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hard cider.
Pumpkin, I don't know. But some people love. Some people
Pumpkin
you ever do
pie,
pumpkin
apple
seeds.
pie. Actually, pumpkin seeds are
Toasted.
If you toasted them, they're really good for you too.
They are, and no,
Pumpkin seeds are good. toasted.
if you salt them.
Yeah.
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 So basically, it's got to have so much salt that you don't taste the pumpkin seed. But so we might have some desserts coming our way later
Sounds
from
like a
Culinary
plan.
Arts.
Thank you.
We're pretty excited about that.
Absolutely.
But extra dessert day. So folks, if you're at home, splurge. It's okay. It's the day for it, right?
It's the day.
Take a ride and get a pumpkin donut.
Yeah.
Atkins Farms best.
Or an
Atkins
apple
Farms-
cider donut.
Atkins
Ooh,
Farms
apple
apple
cider
cider donuts are the best.
Yes.
And it's not like it's close, so if you're going to make the ride,
Although I've never tried Mrs. Murphy's. I bet you they have one.
I bet you they do too. I haven't either. See, I won't even go buy a.
Donut shop.
I know.
right? You can't.
Yeah, that's tough for you.
It is. Well,
It probably will be for me soon, too.
yeah, I was just going to say, yeah. One Mrs. Murphy's donut, by the way, which is absolutely delicious, is probably your calorie content for the entire day.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a specialty donut, yeah.
Yeah, like the ones I like, the big long ones.
The crawlers.
The crawlers with like the Boston cream and the chocolate on top. Oh, my God.
That's an eclair.
Yo,
Oh, that's an eclair. Yeah.
That is delicious. They're huge, though. They're huge. So
Yeah.
we like Mrs. Murphy's. All right. Back to Greg. Here we go. So, Greg, so
We're getting him acclimatized to the area, you see.
We are, yeah.
He's taking notes in all these
Yeah.
places.
Mental notes. I'm remembering
The
this.
fort, things like that. Their Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you came to us July 1st, right?
Correct.
All right. What do you think?
I'm loving it.
Okay. Yeah?
I'm on the radio right now.
Yeah. How often does that happen in different districts, right?
I've been in education now, I don't know, what is it, almost 17 years, and this is my first time on the radio. so-
Wow. Good.
This is my 30th year, Chris.
Me too. Year 30.
Wow.
Well,
That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. So what's your impression of the district? And you don't have to, just because the superintendent's in the room, you don't have to. No, seriously, we want your honest feedback. I know we have work to do. We've said this. We acknowledge it. Special education, I think, is never done. It's a constant work in progress. But what are you thinking?
So my belief is that we're always constantly trying to improve.
Absolutely.
What I've been to almost every building since all of our students have come back. I went to every building over the summer. What has really shown, kind of spotlighted, is we have a lot of staff that really care about our kids.
We do.
Agreed.
And great foundation. So whatever you want to do, as long as you care, we can build on that.
Right.
And I think just a shout out to our staff. It's just been a great experience just seeing everyone and their smiling faces coming. I saw pre-K yesterday at the elementary schools, and just coming in, it was a great experience seeing the kids with the big smiling faces, first times coming in. But the staff, they were there greeting them, saying hello, because this could be a very traumatic experience for a lot of kids.
Absolutely.
It's a transition for people, right? In some cases, and if they're going to either, and in pre-K, clearly, it's their first time in school. So, and we have a lot of pre-K kids now.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
We do, and it's great. And the fact that we got kids coming in at that early and getting started with the structure is just an amazing opportunity. So we're lucky to have that.
Yeah, and the research shows it's good for kids too.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Which is why we want to do it.
Exactly.
What I think I love about our district is that we are very kid-focused.
Absolutely.
And it's about, as you've said many times already, that I've heard you talking about building those relationships with the kids. It's critical.
Absolutely critical.
Yeah.
If I've always felt that if a student doesn't feel safe, meaning that they have built some sort of relationship in the classroom, they're not going to be able to learn at the highest level that they can.
I tell people, I think about this, so I want you to think back to a teacher or a professor, if it's a college experience that you really didn't have a good relationship with and you didn't care for. How much did you really learn in that class as opposed to, I think one of the reasons I wanted to be history teachers is I had some phenomenal history teachers, and that kind of rubbed off on me. And my father was a huge history buff, and what else are you going to do with history, right, if you can't even get to teach it? Or you're going to be a museum curator, which is about as exciting as the cubicle you were talking about earlier. So, no offense to the museum curators. Thank you for the job that you do. It just wouldn't have been for me. But the relationship piece is huge, and I think we have to build that, and also with the families. I mean, I've said thank you for entrusting us with the educating your kids.
Absolutely. Every day.
We really appreciate that. But the relationships are key, so I think that's huge. In terms of programming, how do we do in comparison to other districts?
We have an excellent category of programming. So in my past districts, when I was first starting in the North Brookfield, again, little
Small
resource-
district.
Apples and oranges,
but they didn't have any programming. So they were sending significant amount of students out of district.
Sure.
Because they just couldn't.
So I was the principal at Hatfield Smith Academy for 1 year, and I noticed the same thing. They had 500 kids as well, and they sent everybody out. There was no programming within. I mean, there was special education students there, and they had a learning strategies class. But if there was a significant disability, they all went out.
Correct. And so in North Brookfield, that's something I wanted to establish because I came from out of districts. I know what out of districts can do. So, and it's not a magic wand. It's not a magic pill that's going to cure kids. It's going to be something that works over time and skills they build. And we can do a very similar aspect to that within the public school setting. I truly believe that educating kids in their community it's in their best interest.
Absolutely. They're going to be with their friends, their neighborhood, and we want kids to be social with their peers outside of school as well. And if you go to a different school in a different city, in some cases a different state. How is that going to help that process?
So in North Brookfield, we brought all but one student back from the out of districts.
Wow.
We built a relationship with the parents. It wasn't large. Again, we were looking at a team,
still
significant.
So building those programs. And so when I came here and I was taking a look at our inventory of what we provide, and again, this was another reason why I applied to Westfield, because right now Westfield does have this aura and in the surrounding communities that they have great programming. So when I got my eyes on to see actually what was happening, that blows everything away that even I've seen in other districts and other experiences that I've had. Different levels of autism programming, different levels of social and emotional dysregulation or internal or external behaviors, and developing those skills. So very impressed by that, and building on that foundation, I think, is going to be really important. I have always looked at our programs as skill centers because there's a deficit of some sort that the student needs some special education to overcome. Whether, it could be pre-vocational work, daily living skills, social skills, emotional regulation skills, so on and so forth. You could go the full gambit. So we already have that infrastructure in place. And that's amazing to have.
It is.
We have up towards 9 BCBA. I've never been in a district that has had that much
support.
It's usually I'm sharing BCBAs among multiple buildings, consultation model where they pop in for a very short amount of time and work with the staff. Here we have BCBAs working directly with students and staff. It's great.
And Greg, can you just let the audience know, if we haven't already, what BCBA means?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to define acronyms.
My fault.
No. We've already
get caught up in it too.
We already fired off like 8 of them this morning, and I just remembered we better start talking about what these are.
It's a board-certified behavior analysis. So someone who has gone through an educational process to be able to analyze data that specifically addresses behaviors. And now we all have behaviors. We got up this morning. We had our own behavior. We put our socks on. That's a behavior. We're all doing these things. Now,
I did.
Me too. And they matched.
We might match.
No, I mean, I had the same socks on
Yeah.
both feet.
No, that's even better.
So we all have these. We all have behaviors, and the BCBA is really there to help support and develop programs to build the skills
for our students.
And it's instructional practices such as applied behavior analysis. That's an instructional practice.
Right. Which we're going to do a different show on BCBAs, I think, coming up.
Okay.
Nice.
We are. So, but Pete, we're going to take our second break. This song is number 18 in the year we're looking for.
Well, I know what you're doing. I see it all too clear. I only taste the saline when I kiss away your tears. You really had me going, wishing on a star. The black holes that surround you are heavier by far. I believed in your confusion, so completely torn. It must have been that yesterday was the day that I was born. There's not much to examine, nothing left to hide. You really can't be serious, you have to ask me why. I say goodbye, 'cause I am barely breathing, and I can't find the air. Don't know who fall. I rise above, I sink below. And every time you come and go, please don't come and go. 'Cause I am barely breathing, and I can't find the air. Don't know who I'm kidding, imagining you care. And I could stand here waiting, a fool for another day. I don't suppose it's worth the price, it's worth the price that I would pay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm thinking it over anyway. I'm thinking it over anyway. I know what you're doing. I see it all too clear.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Superintendents Spotlight. So that song was Barely Breathing by Duncan Sheik, number 18. I think a one-hit wonder. I don't recall any other song that they did.
I don't think they had anything that charted in the top 40.
No, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. So, and the fact that it made the top 100 of the year we're looking for is pretty cool. So we're celebrating Extra Dessert Day. So we have two students from Culinary Arts here with us. If you want to give us your name in the microphone, tell us who you are and what you made for us.
I'm Willow. Should I go?
No, you're good. Actually, we
All
can
right.
hear you perfect.
I'm Willow. This is Gia.
Hi, Gia.
Hello. And today we made you some wonderful chocolate chip cookies.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Standard.
Yeah. It's
Um,
Eat an Extra Dessert Day, so I'm going to have 2 cookies instead of just one. Right?
Well, if you bend my arm, I guess.
Okay, you got to have 2. That's the rule. It's Eat an Extra Dessert Day. It's a great day to be.
Yeah.
Do you like desserts?
I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too.
I dabble.
Do you like desserts too?
Yes.
Yeah, Gia likes desserts too. Chef, you like desserts?
Too much.
Too much. Yeah. And you pay for it after too. but it's Eat an Extra Dessert Day, so there are no calories. Did you know that?
We'll go with that.
Okay, we're gonna play that. So how do you make these? How long did it take you?
Are
they easy?
They're pretty easy. I would say like the Buckeyes are more intermediate.
Yeah.
But,
all right.
I bet.
Chocolate chips, basic, standard recipe.
And what's in the middle? Because that's my favorite.
Those are raspberry thumbprints.
Love
and raspberry jam is in the middle of it.
Oh, nice.
They always get sold out.
They
when
sell out.
them.
And I'm not the one who buys them. Okay, maybe I am.
Hey, quick question for Willow.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip, raspberry thumbprints. What's the mixing method that we refer to? It's a method.
Creaming.
Nailed it.
Nice.
What does that involve? What's the first step?
Yeah, we start off with combining the butter and sugar until it's kind of like light and fluffy. I kind of describe it sort of like whipped cream, but like less.
Okay. Less what? Less. Like is it?
Like whipped cream expands a lot.
Yeah.
Like less puffy.
Okay.
And then we add our dry ingredients. Oh, we add our eggs first.
Right.
Eggs and vanilla extract. Then our dry ingredients. Mix them together. You have a basic dough. And then for the chocolate chips, we just fold in some chocolate chips. And
Nice.
For the thumbprints, we roll them up in a ball, push them down with our thumb, and then put the jam in there.
Do you bake that cookie? Do you put the jam in after you bake it?
Oh yeah, we bake the thumbprint, flip it, and then
flip it.
Oh, flip it as in like flip it around in the oven.
Okay. No, I'm just asking.
No, good
trying to
question.
learn.
Good
here.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
And while we're like about halfway, we put in the raspberry jam.
Gotcha.
Gio is the one who made them, so you should probably speak on it.
Yeah, Gia, tell us. Was it hard to make?
Not really. It was pretty easy to make. Just.
Do you like making them?
It depends.
Okay.
If it's a dozen or two, she's okay with it. If it's
10
25
dozen? Yeah. Different story. Yeah.
And like the creaming method that they're referring to, 95+% of your cookies, you have to start with the creaming method.
Yeah.
And it's crucial to get that to come out correctly. And a lot of students think because it's mixed, it looks mixed and incorporated in the bowl, that they're ready for the next step. But you really have to have them combined in such a way that I always use I like your example of whipped cream. Sandy peanut butter in the bottom of the bowl, creamed together. There should be no chunks of the fat,
Right.
whether it's butter, shortening, or whatever, margarine, before you add your egg. Because once you start adding egg, it liquefies a little bit, and you'll never work out those lumps.
Gotcha.
What's another key step once you add your flour to a cookie? What do you want to make sure you don't do?
Overmix it.
Why?
Because if you overmix it, it's gonna be too hard.
Why?
It's the gluten activates and
We're getting schooled here. Yeah.
turning it almost into a bread dough.
Brick or-
That's how you make bread. You just, not the same recipe, of course, but you want to activate the gluten. And for cookies, activating gluten, of course, isn't good because that's I've never, actually overactivated them, but I'm guessing it would,
It's because you were trained well.
Happened
We're gonna
before,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
One more key question. We've heard this word gluten.
Yeah.
What is gluten? What is it in the flour? I'm going to give you a hint. It's something we eat generally. Bodybuilders require a lot of it to develop muscle.
Fat.
No.
Carbohydrates?
Well, fat, it depends on what your workout regimen is.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
You're not wrong, because you can only turn you can only turn fat into muscle, really. To develop muscle, you need fat, but it's all a diet that you have to do. My son is a bodybuilder, and he was telling me about it, and I'm like, this is over my head. There's a lot of it in steak and chicken and fish.
Protein?
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
And all-purpose flour has 13-15% protein, where bread flour, high gluten flour, has 15 to 17%. And just that slight percentage difference in high protein flour enables bread to hold its structure as it leavens when it rises.
So the more gluten is better then for what
For bread,
for
not
bread, not
for
for
cookies.
cookies.
Yep.
So you're saying there's protein in that cookie? Did I hear that correctly? Did you hear that? There's protein.
Trying to make it healthy.
I am. You see me trying to stretch this a little bit. There's. I can say I had protein.
Oh,
That's what I want to be able to
Well,
say.
there's eggs, right? You had to mix some
Yep.
eggs in there,
And
right?
certainly peanut butter has protein.
Peanut butter.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take our next break. Pete, can you play our third song? We're going to indulge in some extra desserts.
Sweet.
Thank you.
You guys can get back with it.
Number 57.
In my life I see where I've been. I said that I'd never fall again. Within myself I was wrong. My searching ain't over. Know that you love a woman. You see your world inside her. Love a woman. Know she's standing by your side. Joy that lasts forever. a world inside her eyes.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, Pete, our show is just about over. I can't believe that went by fast.
Zip through it today.
Yeah. So I'm eating the extra dessert day. I'm 2 out of 3. Where are you?
I also have had 2 of the 3.
You just tasted a little bit of
I
everything.
tried them all. Yes.
Good.
Pete, how'd you do on the desserts today?
Excellent.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They did really good. The kids were terrific too, explaining.
Excellent.
They have some knowledge. I learned about gluten.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask, but I know we were running out of time. Like, what happens if I need gluten free? Like, how do you make that? But that's for another show.
No.
We'll do gluten free. Maybe there'll be a gluten free day coming up. But all right, so next week, folks, just a reminder. We're on again, and we have our curriculum team here, so we're going to talk about some curriculum updates. But we have our final thoughts with Dr. Greg Rosenthal. He is our new Director of Special Education. And you also want to tell us about your CPAC meetings, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're running our Special Education Parent Advisory Council. We meet once a month. We will be putting our schedule up on our website this week, by the end of this week. Our first meeting is next Thursday, 9/11. We're at 6:30, and we'll be at the River Elementary School. So we'll be there. It's open to the community.
I was going to say, who should attend?
Everyone who is interested in attending is welcome to come. Although it does say it's a special education advisory, at any point in time, someone due to child find might be coming into special education.
Right.
So it's about learning the process. We do a parent right night so that you can learn what your rights are.
What's next Thursday? Just kind of a meet and greet?
Next Thursday is going to be a meet and greet and getting to know our special education supervisors, getting to know our parents, and kind of just getting together and looking at the year.
Now, I just want to follow up on something you were talking about. So, interestingly enough, when you applied to be a social studies teacher and I applied to be a social studies teacher, social studies teachers were a dime a dozen.
Right, right.
Yes.
No shortage, and you said like 150 applicants. That's typical.
Yes.
You know, I got my first job in '95, and I actually came in for someone who had a heart attack, so I was a long-term sub.
Yes.
That's how I got hired.
Right, right.
Sometimes things happen. He made it, by the way. He
good.
came back to teaching, so all was
good.
But sometimes it's circumstantial. All right. The year of the song. So the last song is going to be "The Freshman" by the Verb Pipe, number 21. The previous song was "When You Love a Woman" by Journey, number 57. What's the year? We're going to start with Pete. He's like, damn it.
I think it's 96 or 97.
That's what we were
You got to pick one, Pete.
too.
96.
Okay.
I'm going to go 96 as well.
So am I, because that was this. It's got to be my senior year in college. It has to.
It's 97.
Oh, no.
But you were all very close. And I purposely threw Journey in there to throw you off because, you know, Journey, you think of Journey, you think of the 80s, right? You don't think of the 90s. But Steve Perry left Journey in the middle 80s, right? O'Sherry. And he did
O'Sherry.
Yep.
Right.
And then he came back.
He did.
Right. For
Yeah.
one last stint.
We are on last hit, and that was an album that they did, and so that's my red herring. There you go. All right, closing thoughts, Mr. Rogers. What do you got? Anything?
No, just Greg, welcome to our team. Welcome
Yes.
to our
Thank you.
district. We're excited to work with you. And this is our 10th season of this particular show, which to me is amazing. And it is time for a new logo, I think, because
Going across the hall right after this.
Right.
So-
Yeah, but we're thankful to be back in school. We're off to a good start. And,
We are. And please reach out to our
Yeah.
central office if there are any questions regarding special education or anything with the
Absolutely.
schools. Dr. Rosenthal, anything you want to add before we?
Excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this year. It's an exciting time, and yeah, just very excited.
And we're excited to have you. So thank you, Pete. Thanks for running our show for us today.
Thank you, Pete.
I don't do that often enough,
Yeah,
but
thank you.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Next week, again, their curriculum team and hot cross buns, which I've never had in my entire life.
They're good.
Are they good? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to not like it.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Would it have been appropriate for our dessert day? Is it like a dessert?
It's kind of a, but you can eat it for breakfast.
It's like a Cinnabon.
Yeah, it's a Cinnabon.
Oh.
Well, it's not like a Cinnabon, but you know how there's
in
a
that
crossover.
family. It's in that family.
There's a
Skip
crossover.
breakfast next week because you're going to have it here.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's all, folks. Enjoy a beautiful weekend. I think it's going to rain when? Saturday?
Maybe
but
Saturday.
Yeah, but we've had a beautiful string of weather.
We sure have.
We have.
We sure
Today is a gorgeous day. Get out there and enjoy the day, folks. We'll catch you next week.
Bye, bud, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
When I was young, I knew everything. She a punk who rarely ever took advice. Now I'm guilt-stricken, sobbing with my head on the floor, stopping baby's breath and a shoe full of rice. No, can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Best friend took a week's vacation to forget her. This girl took a week's worth of Valium and slapped him. Now he's guilt-stricken, sobbing with his head on the floor. Thinks about her knowing how he never really wept, he said. Can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we never compromised. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen. Tried to wash our hands of all of this. We never talk of our lack in relationships and how we're guilt-stricken, sobbing with our hands on the floor. We fell through the ice when we tried not to slip, we'd say it. Can't be held responsible, 'cause she was touching her face. And I won't be held responsible. She fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made